Could have attacked with a Momo. Either way, got to take an extra turn, and now I'm happy. All right. Sweet, sweet. Hello, welcome back to the channel. We are here in early access playing a Kang the Conqueror deck. This is 4 mana for a 4/5 with flying. Power up for 8 mana. So you spend 8 mana and you put a +1/+1 counter on it and take an extra turn after this one. During that turn, power abilities can't be activated, so you can't keep chaining turns together, but taking an extra turn, pretty good with this. We're pairing this with blink effects such as Daydream and Splash Portal, because if you blink the Kang, it comes back into play, and then its power ability is reduced by its casting cost, which is 4. So you could play this on 4, attack, and the next turn, and then blink it for 1, and then pay 4 mana to power it up, get another turn, attack again, maybe win the game that way. So that's what we're trying to do here. We also have the Mighty Thor, Jane Foster, which is 3 mana for a 3/3 flying. When it attacks, you exile one target non-token artifact or creature and then return it to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control. Not using the equipment part of this, but just to blink, well, you can blink the Kang like we mentioned and then get the power-up ability for cheap. Or you can blink the Quantum Riddler when you warp it in, or the Starfield Shepherd when you warp it in, or the Exalted Sunborn when you warp it in. So another kind of blink card with warp, which is pretty nice. All these cards, again, are pretty good with Splash Portal and Daydream because you can warp them and then blink them and keep them in play permanently. And Jane Foster can also target your opponent's creatures, which is nice to blink them out of the way. A little bit of removal. We've got Momo, which kind of ties the whole room together here because everything is flying in this deck, and you can kind of get some pretty fast starts. Turn 1 Momo, turn 2 warp in Quantum Riddler or the Shepherd and blink it. Turn 2 Jane Foster or turn 3 Kang, so pretty good in this deck. And then Nurturing Pixie is kind of the main thing you want to tutor out with the Starfield Shepherd. You can kind of warp it in and then bounce it back to your hand with the Pixie and then warp it again and kind of get some value that way. And Springleaf Drum, pretty important as well, because you can get some pretty fast starts if you go turn 1 Springleaf Drum, turn 2 warp in one of these, and then blink it on that same turn too. So that is kind of what we're trying to do. We got the new Marvel Land here too, which can help with the mana base. And yeah, let's jump the games and see if we can Kang extra turns in Standard. A huge thank you to all my viewers who have joined my channel membership. I really appreciate all the support. Members get badges, emotes, and early access to all my videos. Click the link in the description below the video to join and get these perks today. Alright, opponent going first. We'll give this a keep. Looks pretty good. Let's see. Go for Momo, of course. On 1. Got a bounce spell for my Momo. Don't bounce the Momo. Okay. What do we do? Could do this. Warp it for 1. Let's just try to get the... if they have a counter spell, be very annoying. Okay, we'll go here. Sensing a counter spell. And I was right. Alright. So... it's only the first... it's like, why can I not... let me just read Momo. The first spell, yeah, okay. So the second one does not work. They've been countering mono blue, huh? Countering my spells. I didn't want them to counter my new cards because I knew that let's see, play the land. Start with the Springleaf Drum or we can go Kang. Gosh, they're just gonna counter everything here, but whatever. Alright, go for the drum. Warp this in. I'm trying to save these so they don't get countered. So we can actually see them in play. Okay, that pumps. Okay. Shonda's Tidebinder. On... So this is just like 3-2 with no abilities. Okay. But I can still blink it, right? I think so. So I think I'm still gonna do that. Blink this. Momo is gonna get... Do I want to land or Pixie? Land would be okay, but I think a Pixie is better. Get the Pixie. Play the Pixie. Bounce this. Swing for 4. Alright. Well, do have some new cards in here. But, opponent was gonna counter all of them or do stuff so like they didn't work. This is a Flier, okay. This is a Merfolk. So maybe they're more like a Merfolk deck. Super intelligence. Alright. Fair enough. Let's see. 3-4. So, let's see. We have 4 mana available. Can play the Springleaf Drum. What do I want to get down, though? The King or the Jane Foster? Jane Foster. Probably just want to resolve this King. Let's play the Springleaf Drum. Can't do both, can I? No. Okay. Play the King. Just swing in the air. There. I'm gonna take it. Okay. Gonna draw a card. Super intelligence. I think this card's better than people think it is. But it's a risky card for sure. Alright, so yeah, if I draw a blink thing. Okay, that pumps all of the things. Whenever one or more Merfolk you control attack a player, draw a card. Okay. Okay, they're not going to attack. So if I blink the King with this, with Daydream, that doesn't quite do it, does it? But the following turn I could do that. I play Jane Foster, I could use Daydream to blink this and get another Pixie. Is that useful? Not really. I'll just play Jane Foster. We're at 11. I mean, if I attack with everything... Block this and take 8. I think I just wait until next turn. I suppose. Let me read this card again. When it attacks, exile up to 1 target non-token artifact or creature, then returns to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control. Okay. So I can do that and then get an extra turn, which could be sweet, but we'll see what they have in their hand. I guess I could have just used this to put a +1/+1 counter like on the Momo. Gonna bounce that. Alright. That's annoying. Sure. Okay, what do they got? What do they got? Springleaf Drum, not doing too much here. I'm gonna pass. Okay, drew a land. Again, I can blink it, but then I still need one more mana to get the extra combat. So I guess we'll just get this down. Alright, so now we are definitely in trouble. I'll just eat this and I'll take 7. Maybe I should have just swung in the air a while back. Let me think about this. If I attack everything, I'll eat this, take 7. Go to 4. And the next turn, I could maybe swing for the win. Okay. I guess this is my only chance. I don't think I'm beating their card draw here, so I'm just gonna do this. Go to 4. Think maybe blink the Momo. You can also blink this and get another Flier. That's a good idea. Actually, I should. Yeah. Okay. Let's do this. Get Nurturing Pixie. And cast the Pixie. And pick up the drum, I guess. Alright. So now. Now they have to stop the Air Force. I probably should have done that a couple turns ago, but this opponent is just playing counters and bounce and more counters and bounce. Let's see if they can win right here. They have 8, 9, 10, 11. I don't think it's quite enough. They swing out on the ground. Three cards. Really depends on what's in their hand. They have interaction. Then I lose. They do get to draw another card as well. They need... okay, no blocks. Okay, down to 5. Do they have something that can interact with my flying? No, looks like they're digging. Super intelligence makes another token. Alright, well, got there. GG. Alright, opponent goes first. We'll give this one a keep. Okay. Pay the life. Play the Momo. Can warp in one of these, but then we can't get a... oh, never mind. That's dead. That's another Momo. Okay, we'll play the Momo. And then warp a Quantum Riddler. Draw a card, pass the turn. Gotta always have the Momo on one. Winter Night Stories. Discard 2. Green Goblin, okay. Interesting. What do we do? What do we do? We could warp some stuff. Get some pixies. You could warp in, get a pixie. Let's just play this guy, I think. In case we draw a blink spell or something. Some more Winter Night Stories, okay. Trying to get the Shiko action going here. Perhaps. So, let's see. If we do warp this in, or we could just hard cast the Riddler here. If we warp this in, we get a pixie and we pixie it back. That's an option. Just go for the Riddler. Why not? Alright, draw the land. I'm trying to find a blink spell so I can get the extra turns with this. Yeah, Shiko, pretty good. Yeah. Ghost Spider, pretty good. What do we do? What do we do? Play the Shepherd and just get a bunch of pixies going. Could play another Quantum Riddler. Could warp another Quantum Riddler. Not sure what the best course of action is. I think I'll just play another Quantum Riddler. See what happens, see what I draw. Okay, there is a splash portal. So, if I attack with both of these, is that a good attack? I don't know, I don't know. Because they could double block the king, and then I would take out this. I think it doesn't attack with the Riddler. Alright, I'll let that through. Pass the turn. Alright, well, let's see what happens. Avatar's Wrath. Alright, that's annoying. But, I can replay the Shiko, too. That's pretty good. Or very good, I should say. And I can't play any of these next turn, right? Okay, so there's Splash Portal. I can't play any of these. Yeah, Momo. We'll go... Do we play the Starfield Shepherd? I think we just warp it. Get some chump blockers. Play the Pixie. Bounce this. And then warp it again. Do we want to land or another Pixie here? 1, 2, 3. I think we actually want the land. And then this is warped, so we'll Splash portal it. Get another pixie, I guess. Okay. Not the best showing here. Internet stories, okay. Because I can play this and get an extra turn, which is kind of cool, I guess. That's probably worth it. Not sure what else they got. Let's see if they have another airbending everything. Then, okay, go ninja. That. Killed that. Okay. Yep. Burst lightning. That. And 1 damage away. Another burst lightning. No. No, okay. GG. Alright, going first. It's a pretty decent hand, although it's definitely awkward with the planes. Because you definitely want to like splash portal this Quantum Riddler, but that is not going to happen because of the mana base here. No, actually, I take that back. Springleaf Drum is going to make that happen, isn't it? Okay. Tap this. Alright, so it was a very good start. And got Kang the Conqueror. Potentially. Just want to take extra turns with this. Oh, maybe I will. Maybe I will get to. Alright, play this. Let's save the splash portal for next turn. We'll see. Bruce Banner. What is these arts? They're pretty cool. This must be Strixhaven art. Alright, there is the portal. But in order to do this, we need to tap the Momo. Or something, yeah. So we have to attack here. And then splash portal here. Oh, actually I could have just, oh, because he comes into play untapped. Anyways, I could have just done, could have attacked with a Momo. Either way, got to take an extra turn, and now I'm happy. Alright. Sweet, sweet. On to the next one. Alright, going first, this hand looks good. I would say it's got Springleaf Drum. They are also doing the Momo thing. So we put this in and then we blink it, right? Yeah. That is the plan. Draw the card. And might as well give it the Daydream. always wanted. Okay. Alright, ooh. New card alert. Ooh, and there's another new card potentially. Okay, we can play the Thor. We could play this if we tap this. Kind of want to attack with it though. If we draw a land, that we can kind of do the extra turn thing though. Let's just get this down. If that resolves, then that's very good too. So let's just attack here. And maybe pick up the drum. Sure. 1, 2, 3, yeah. Pick up the drum and get the counter. Oh no. I literally cannot beat this card. I think every card in my deck has flying. Whenever you cast a spell that targets creatures with flying can't attack you or block creatures you control. Yeah, I don't think there's anything I can do about that. I think I'm just dead because I can't attack with this at all, right? I think I'm just dead. Let's see. Oh, okay. Wow. Did not think the main deck hate was gonna happen. No rest. Play this and pack it in. Play Momo. There's a hole in my plan. Oh. Wow. Well, that was the biggest blowout of all time with Storm. Not the matchup you want to see. Alright, going first. This hand is not very good. Doesn't really do much. I think I'm going to mulligan it. This is much better. I think I'll get rid of the Sunborn. Doesn't do much in this hand. So we'll lead with Momo. Here. And let's see, make sure we are good to go. Okay. Excellent. And then we'll warp in Quantum Riddler. Draw a card. Ooh. That was a good draw. Splash Portal. Draw another card. Alright, well, that was a heck of a start. And then we can even play Kang next turn if we want to. Might as well, I guess. Get the big Flier down. And swing. And we've got 8, 9 damage in the air. Potentially more if we use this thing. Alright, takes that out. We can just hard cast some of these as well now. Let's hard cast the Riddler, I guess, or we could do this thing. Alright. We'll just hard cast this. Because why not? Draw. Okay. Treacherous Insight. Alright, Molt Tender. And should do it. Let's see, just... we can just play this. And get another Pixie. And yeah, that should do it. White tap. Pixie. Do this. Alright. Got there. GG. Alright, going first. Keep this one. Got a Springleaf Drum and 2 Riddler plus Daydream. So I think I'll keep that. Draw. And Daydream this. Seems pretty good. Alright, got a Pixie. Sonar. Okay. Play this, play this. Could play the Kang, I guess. If we didn't want to attack. But I do want to attack. So let's warp this in. See what happens. Okay. White mana. Play the Pixie. Could bounce this back to draw more cards, but it'll go to warp and I can play it next turn. Anyways, well, let's just bounce this. Let's bounce this back. We'll swing. All right. Okay, mountain. Got a wild idea. Earth lightning, okay. Makes the treasure. Passes the turn, okay. 3 mana available. Start by attacking, I guess. And then let's warp in the Starfield Shepherd, I think. We warp in the Shepherd, we can get a thing, and then we can warp it again. Or do we want to just like play Kang? Nah, let's just play Kang. Blazing Crescendo. Alright, alright. Scarlet Witch. Ooh, that's a scary one. Ooh, I can get them to 1 life. No extra turns. If I drew a blink, I can blink this. I'm still a mana short of blinking it for 3 and then being able to activate it. 1 mana short, 1 life short. All bad. Can get a Momo, get a land. nothing is really healing to me. I could play this, play the Quantum Riddler. I think I just get him to 1 and then play the Shepherd. Just put a bunch of flyers into play. I could play the Shepherd or warp the Shepherd. Get it back. Warp it again. Yeah, sure, let's just do that. So it doesn't really matter. Get the Pixie. I guess I could just use it for mana while it's still in play. I guess they could have a response. Let's see, let's just tap it for white. Alright, good. And then play it again. Warp it in. Get another Pixie. Play it. And return. Alright, so let's see what they got. Hopefully some cool thing. We got 1 mana away from getting extra turns. And 1 damage away from winning. But probably not going to win now. I can only imagine. After 2 rapturous moments, they have what they need. Hex magic, okay. Thor, okay. Blazing Crescendo. Rapturous Moment. Oh, because this... Now this everything is discounted by that much, okay. Thor can get back Rapturous Moment. And then go off from there. Should be plenty. All right. 7. Did I hit another one? Nice. All right, GG. All right, welcome back to the wrap-up for our Kang the Conqueror. The Mighty Thor combo, Blink combo. This one was pretty sweet, pretty fun. Momo was an all-star here for sure. Deck worked fairly well some games. Was able to get some extra turns in one of the game and win that way, which was cool. I think I would, if I was going to play it again, I would probably play some interaction. There was one game where the storm came down and I just no interaction and obviously just lost. I think some interaction would be good. I just kind of went all in on sort of this combo and seeing how it would go, but I think you could probably take out maybe like one of these Shepherds and 2 of these Sunborns for like 3 a road. I think I would do something like that, play like 3 a road and take out one of these, or trim some amount of that. And so just some interaction, or even maybe a bounce spell or something like that. But just the fact that you didn't have any interaction was noticeable, I think, for this deck. And I think I probably would have won many more games if I just had one a road in my hand instead of one of these Shepherds or something like that. So do think the deck is pretty decent. I mean, there's a pretty good shell here already with the Momo, but these cards could be some interesting inclusions in the Momo decks. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video.